Good morning, everyone. So, I am literally, I've got like 15 minutes, 5 minutes actually. So, I'm going to go quickly with this video. You guys, so last night I finished watching the, like, Colin Kaepernick. So sorry because early. I've been watching the Colin Kaepernick uh, show or episode. It was very, eye-opening, like the very first one, of course. I'm not even going to mention it on here. But you guys, it's like, dang. I never really knew his story, and he's, I don't know how to say, he's quite remarkable, you guys. And I say that because he's open about it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, and a lot of young black men in his position feel that way. I don't know what caused him to change. I don't know what caused that aha wake up moment. I guess they call it woke. Um, I like to say I've been woke for years, but the thing is with me, I feel like with me it's more like a spiritual awakening, and a lot of people misconstrue that. But the spiritual awakening is basically realizing who I am according to what God says. That's what I call it, my spiritual awakening. So anyway, but I feel like I must really like kind of like congratulate him because honestly, he spoke his truth. He spoke his truth. I was looking at a lot of different things on social media, both negative, positive. They're like power to the people, black power, and all that stuff. But then, there are a few comments that are like, oh, well, he just put the nail in his coffin and blah, blah, blah. He'll never play in the NFL anymore. And then, like, well, if he's doing all this, if he loves football, why isn't he playing? And you know what, you guys? I really don't know what his angle was. I don't know if it was like, if he I was very confused because I don't know if he loves football or if he hates it. And from little, when he was younger, he loved it. I'm not sure if he just got. That's my alarm. Gotta go, guys. I'm kidding. But I don't know, like if he got angry. Obviously he got angry because of how they treated him. And I think it's not that he doesn't love the game. The love of the game is different than loving the industry. Because guess what? We can love things that are so, unfortunately, damaging us. They can damage us spiritually, emotionally, physically, and all that. And we can love things that aren't good for us. Like some people like me, I love my margaritas. It's not doing me any good to love my margaritas. So guess what I did? I haven't had in a while. Like I think since June. Last time I had a margarita. Last time I had some real heavy alcohol. Anyway, not talking about that. But I'm just saying, I had to make some changes, you guys, because guess what? It wasn't doing me any good. I love it. Tastes good. But it's not helping me get to where I want to go. So I'm really thinking that maybe Colin had to make some changes and some choices, as many of us had to do, as I have to do. So I've really come to this moment of where I've been fighting, I love people. I love the people in my life, and I'm grateful and thankful for them. But then I've also met some new people, and I love the new people in my life, and I'm also thankful and grateful for them. And you guys, one thing that someone new in my life told me is that sometimes you got to move away from who you were. And I don't know why that keeps ringing in my ear. I'm like, no, 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 I'm going to stay, I'm going to stay. But you guys, the more and more I keep thinking about it, the more and more I keep praying about it. It's like I felt like God is leading me somewhere. So I was like, I'm going to apply for a job. I applied for jobs in maybe a couple of different states. And one of them is actually in my dream state. And if I get it, you guys, then I know it's God's will for me to get there. Just, but I did pray about that one specifically, but I added a few other ones in there. And, you know, I was like, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see, maybe expanding beyond the four walls of of the small town that I grew up in. It's going to help me understand, because I feel like if Colin can have that kind of awakening, why can't Mary Catherine? Why can't I? And he literally moved away from that small sleepy town that he was in, away from the upbringing that he grew up in. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I'll change from that. I'm not saying that his upbringing was bad, but it was just the whole mentality. And I felt so bad for him, because honestly, I'm not biracial, and I feel like that because of the racial tensions between the two races that he is mixed with, it's anyway, you guys, so I'm not going to get that deep this morning. It is literally like too early for that. It is 6:48 a.m. So there's no time to be getting that deep in the morning. Plus, I just got through having my session with Jesus. I don't want to get mad at me, but I'm saying, you guys, I don't know. Maybe it is time for a change. And I think, like, it's inevitable. I'm like, I came back here to my hometown 4 years ago, you guys. And I was like, and some good things happen, and that I'm really, really excited about. And I felt like that it's going to be in good hands. That was my main concern was, you always have a love for places you grow up in. And I'm just like, God, I've been praying for the city for years. And I was like, Lord, I want you to do a new thing. And I know that he'll honor my prayers. Whether I'm physically here to see it, or whether I'm somewhere else to see it. And, and hear about it. But I'm like, God, all I pray is that he'll do great things. And I believe he's going to honor that. Because it wasn't for any selfish reason. It was just because the fact is I want to see people in my city do better. They can do better. We can do better. So, all right. I am Mary Catherine, and I am signing off. Bye.